fucking game time now.
Beautiful. Game time. Game face on.
Hello, mate. We're not live, don't worry. Get in this ring. Wait till they walk fast. Oh, mate, I'm not going to fall on what?
Those chairs are dodgy. Yeah.
If I fall on claiming, all right?
Claim there's a claim.
Anyway. We're clear. Always do this form. Anyway. Right, guys. Oh, see. Fucking right, guys, no. Oh, what shall I say?
Chat GPT a script.
Hello, guys. Right, and guys, girls, whatever you want to call yourself nowadays. We are back.
Femboys, everything. A lot.
The podcast is back, episode 15. Not sure what I'm going to call this one yet, but we've got Terry Davies next to me. We're going to basically grill him for like 30 minutes.
I need it. I need a humbling. It's been long awaiting.
Been long awaiting, mate. This has been probably been
cooking
chatting
since Christmas, isn't it? Really?
Since Christmas, yeah.
Yeah.
But I've had a few issues during January, so won't talk about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are back today. We're going to talk about Terry's sort of journey. He's only a young lad, 23, very young in this sport of bodybuilding, shall we say. He's going to compete in his first show.
May the 18th.
May the 18th.
I'm bad with numbers. I think that's the Sunday.
His first ever show as well. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about his diet, who his coach is.
Big Mark.
Obviously. We've got the same coach, as you can probably tell. Fucking hench. So yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy this one. We are at Boxcross in Wisbech, and we are actually in a boxing ring.
Boxing ring.
Not sure how this goes with two bodybuilders. Right, well, trying to be bodybuilders.
It'd be like the, what's it called, Eddie Hall one.
Yeah. Are you Team Usyk or Team Fury?
Usyk.
I'm fucking Fury, obviously, on this side. So, how did this all come about, Terry? How did you start how did you get into the gym? Shall we say?
In the gym, so I've always kind of been in there because I played football before.
Yeah. But
it was more sports specific then. I've only really been training for bodybuilding since January last year. So before then, I used to lift for football.
I did not know that because I obviously saw you at the other gym.
Yeah, but that's the only time So I joined Ironworks in January. That's when I switched to Ironworks.
Oh, right.
I started bodybuilding then because I was with someone at the time. They didn't want me bodybuilding. I'd always wanted to do it. I pulled my groin in September so I couldn't play football. Yeah. And I made a comeback game, scored.
Ooh, everyone loves a comeback game.
Comeback game, scored.
Oh, fuck! I'll cut that out, don't worry.
Scored.
Anyway.
But my next game, other groin went. And I had to sit and think. I was like, I've always wanted to do bodybuilding. Football's not for me. I've pulled my hamstring 6 times in the last 3 years.
What? And either side or just one?
2 on that one, 4 on that one. So it was a rough last few years of football. I was like, right, I want to do a sport where I can throw myself all into it and not have to rely on
a bit more sensible as well.
Sensible, and that's why I'm really big on lifting sensible as well. Not ego lifting anymore. I did a little bit.
No more do we ego lifting?
Sometimes you need one for the soul, innit? But you have to sort of like prove. I like heavy lifting, but
what do you prefer? Like, what sort of machine would you like to use? Heavy lifting. I mean, you know, you feel good, you feel confident that it's gonna.
If I'm heavy lifting, my heaviest lifts are probably on legs now.
Really?
Yeah.
What, squat, leg
squat?
press?
But I don't barbell anymore.
Really?
Because of it's just ever since I've been cutting. Before I was cutting, I felt like I had the energy, but now now I'm, because I went from 6,000, 7,000 calories before I was with Mark to down to 2,000 now, and for the first few weeks I was my energy down there,
being a bit hard on you.
And my cycle was very little as well. So I didn't have that energy to boost me anymore. I was like, right, I've got to be sensible.
So since being with Mark, I'm guessing it's a bit of a game changer. So you used to
Massive
coach yourself.
Yeah, okay. So it was all up until start of December. I've been with Mark 3 months now. It's February, isn't it?
Right. And you've already made what? Massive progress.
Massive progress. I'm 25 kilo down, body weight.
25.
25 kilo. I've always been like a very lean athletic, so for me to bulk up was a lot harder
So what
than
was
it
you
was.
before you started? Like, what sort of kilos were you at? Like,
I was around 111.
Right,
I weighed myself in that, on that one, and
I'll tell you what.
111.
I'll tell you what. Now, you did not look that.
No.
I think you held that pretty good.
Yeah, I looked all right with a shirt on.
Kanye vest on.
Kanye vest on.
Yeah.
Kanye's
TikTok.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I looked okay with the shirt on. I definitely looked like I lifted. I didn't look like I was 111 kilos and never touched a dumbbell in my life. But
fucking a lot of weight, mate.
But it was a lot of weight, and it's a lot easier breathing now.
See, when obviously I was like probably 22 stone, 10, my biggest ever, I believe, in strongman, and I held it pretty good, right? I think when I posted a video of me doing a 100-meter race, well, not 100-meter, but it's sports day, and I think I was about 22 stone there. Damien Pearl would remember that day because he come last. Right? I beat him. It's going to be a rematch soon as well. Anyway, but that's a good day. It's sort of like for the kids and that.
Yeah.
And so I was all right, but behind closed doors, it's not good, mate. It's not good. I think you have a realization like, actually, this is not fucking healthy.
No.
And that's why I'm very, very grateful that I met Mark at the right time, where things was going a bit and he took me on, and now I've learned it's difficult, innit? When you know how to lift weights, I know how to do this, I know how to do all smash this, smash that, but actually to build muscle,
it's a lot different game, isn't it?
It's a whole different ball game. Nutrition, cardio, and loads of bits and bobs tucked in there. So yeah.
Yeah, you've got a lot to think about, because with strongman, it's get from point A to B as fast and as efficiently as possible, and now you're point A to B whilst making it as difficult for yourself as possible. Absolutely difficult.
Right? I was known by yesterday when I trained chest, and today I'm like this.
Yeah, you can't touch together.
But that's what you got to do, though. If you want, bigger chest, and I think the main thing is as well that always listen to someone who's done better than you, or are in who's done it before.
100%.
They'll put you through what they've already done.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great mindset to have as well.
100%, and it makes it a lot easier to have a blueprint to follow.
Yeah.
Rather than just what I was doing for a year and just no balls in it. Although I did all right.
Yeah.
I could have done a lot better had I gone to Mark earlier.
Yeah. You're living your life. You're on the right path now.
Yeah.
So May time.
I might do the PCA one in June.
Oh yeah.
Because that's a week before I go on holiday to Croatia.
What class would you have though? What class would you be in?
So I think I'd be in novice.
Novice.
I'd want to do classic.
Tall as well, wouldn't you? So
quite 6'1".
6'1", mate.
6'1",
so,
and a half.
That'll be a
half inch.
That counts, mate. Right?
It matters.
Inch, half, whatever. It matters, right? In certain fucking.
But yeah, I think classic's my favourite as well to watch out of all of them.
Did Sam Sulak do that?
Sam Sulak done classic, yeah. But
I'm going to mention him only because of a few people said to me.
Plus, you can put his name in the title now and get more.
Yes,
I like
that. We'll get onto that. But a few people said to me, "Do you think he looks like Sam Sulak?" I was like, "Well, let's say no more."
I get that a lot on TikTok as well in my comments. I think I had it like a few months ago. Someone was like, "Oh fuck, I thought this was a Sam Sulak edit." And I was like, "You're taking a piss." But I had big heavy clothes. It's the hair, I think.
Now.
The hair,
absolutely,
a little bit. He was
I'm
one of the
grateful that he's on here.
I'm grateful that I'm getting compared to him, but I'm not.
Do you like his style of training?
He's one of the first people I started watching when I had the burning little thing in my head. I was like, I've got to do this. I've got to do this.
He was one of the first.
He's, I want to say older than me, but he might be younger than me.
I think
he's 23. He's 23, but our birthdays are close. But I can't remember. I'll ask him. I'll ask
autograph
him.
now. I'll give you can exchange autographs, can't you?
Yeah, I can do.
You know what I mean? If he doesn't want to show up for a show, you can show up for him. Yeah.
What's it? Stunt double. I'll play his movie.
Yeah, he's got Arnold Classics in what?
Amateurs. I think he'll do well.
I'd
be really impressed if he won it and got his pro card. Like, obviously he's been lifting for years, but for you to do your first show, win it with he's not coached, although he's got the assistance of being around all these bodybuilders. But he rarely does those collabs. Very rarely, and he's very switched on. He does his diet all himself.
Knowledge, innit?
Knowledge. He's very smart, but it is his full-time job to be.
Very, very true.
So when it is your full-time, I'm sure if I had a bit more time, I could be a bit more knowledgeable. Yeah. But I don't have that time, so I'll pay someone else to do it.
Pay someone else to do it, for God's sake. I think that, he'll get his pro card definitely this year.
I think he will just on his name. Just on his name, because if you're a pro company, you're the IFBB pro. If you're doing pro shows, who do you want there? A person that's going to bring everyone in, and all the young generation wants Sam.
Bums on seats. Whether he wins or not, he's still for the younger generation an inspiration, isn't he?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, because it's a lot of people out there who do these influencers, whatever you want to call it. They look good, you know, on camera or whatever, but to do actual show and then show up, I think it's a different ball game. And he's shown up, and it's like, he don't look too bad.
Some of the people he's competing against as well, like there's that big fucker. Can't remember his name. Like, I'm all right to swear, ain't I? That's fine.
I'm not
a little bit. I don't want to ruin his views, but yeah, there's a big fucker next to him, and he ended up winning the overall against someone out of his weight class because he was just so.
What did he weigh?
Dry. He was dry, but he looked full.
There's a lot of people said he should have done the opens.
He was going to do the opens, but he was so close to the weight for Classic that he cut off a little bit.
217.
It was 216 his weight limit, and I think he was like 218 the day before, so he was like, fuck it, I'm going to go Classic.
What was he before that off-season? What was he, 250?
250, 260 with abs. I think I'm under 200 now. I don't know what I am. I don't know what 85 kilo is in pounds.
I'll do it by kilos, or stone mostly, but most people do it like, oh well, I weighed 230. I don't know, mate.
I only work it out because the Americans make me think, oh, how much is that? It'd be so much easier if everyone just used the same unit for everything.
Just be, you know, fucking hell.
Fucking all the same. There's no need for about 500 different languages.
About 500 pounds on there, but how much is that, mate? How much is that?
500 pounds is freaky weight, actually, and it's like 180, 200 kilo. 200
kilo, yeah.
A little bit less.
Eddie Hall was 440 pounds. He was 205 kilos.
Was it? I'm trying to think. No, because I
220 then. We ain't got a fucking.
It's 2.2 pounds a kilo. 2.2 pounds a kilo.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe.
Not sponsored yet. All right, not sponsored.
I'm not either. I had a, what was it? I had a weird one earlier. You know the brand that sponsors SAS?
Oh, Hostel?
Yeah, no, TBJP or something like that. TBJP. He was wearing the shirt when he done that.
Oh, they got a gym, haven't they?
They got a gym, yeah. They messaged me earlier. They've asked me to go down to their gym just like for a workout, I guess. But they commented
not SAS from here. Who was here?
Not SAS particularly, but the brand that sponsor him. I said that because they commented. I swear you're the brand that sponsors SAS. He goes, yeah, we are.
Trained by JP.
Come down.
Trained by JP.
It must be.
And the shed, James Hollis shed.
Maybe.
They've got
a lot of massive fuckers on there, but they commented on my thing earlier. I was like, I recognise that brand somewhere.
They recognise who they are. Who you are.
They must
Sam Sulak. Look at
Sam Sulak. They think I'm him.
Yeah, and you turn up and they're like,
what is this? Sam Sulak from Wish.
Here's some free stuff, but go away.
the one from Wish. No, I don't think it'll be free stuff. They'd probably just give me a free day pass. But and I got followed by Gold's Gym the other day as well. That was pretty sick. I don't know why. I just messaged them and then they replied. I said, "Oh, that's sick. I got a reply from you." And they're like, "I had the follow as well." They just followed me. I was like, "All right, sick."
It's on TikTok or Instagram?
Instagram. So that was, to me, it's like even sicker because I don't get anything on Instagram, and it's more like I don't really post much on there.
No, but you post more on TikTok.
I try post like 10 times a day, but sometimes I don't post.
Is that the rule then? 10 times a day? Is that the secret formula?
The formula is to get as much out as possible because most of them aren't going to hit, but one of them could.
Ah, right, okay.
So it's not about how many
quality. It's about quantity.
It's about it rewards quantity more.
I love these ropes.
Yeah, they are nice. Definitely rewards quantity a lot more than quality. I find on that app, because you see a lot of shit videos do numbers, and I'm like, why am I wasting half hour editing something when I could shit something out in a minute and get twice the views? Literally, just post, put a silly caption, post. Fucking, it's so much easier. I don't even write my captions anymore. I get ChatGPT to do it. I write me a caption with 5 hashtags on the end, and then give it a vague subject. It writes it out for me.
Mate, this is. I need to do that.
Yeah, literally. Honestly,
I'm just there like this.
Because you know, with YouTube descriptions, when I've posted on YouTube, like when I was younger, I never have a clue what to write in it. But now you can just chat GPT. You can give the topic of the video, and it will write your whole paragraph in 2 seconds.
See, I normally use my brain, what I've got left of it. Do you know what I mean? But that's a good point, really, isn't it? Yeah, I'm
that's
not
what
as
everyone
young
does.
as you. I'm not in the fuck. I'm not
real
in the
cheat.
clan, you know what I mean?
Real cheat. In 100 years, everyone will be stupid.
Hopefully, I'll get some more like subscribers from this.
Yeah, well, hopefully, I'll share it around.
Yeah, share it, mate.
I'll share it around on the TikTok.
To be honest, I normally rely on people to share it through Instagram, because Instagram for me, is number one platform for me, apart from YouTube as well. But YouTube's a lot harder. I think with Instagram, like I said earlier,
hard to crack. Brendan's cracked it. Fucking hell.
Let's not talk about Brendan, shall we? Do you know what I mean? He's been on there 2 months, mate.
He's been on there 2 months. He's got over 100k now.
What's he got now? 210,000.
200 now.
Yeah, 210, mate. Not like I'm stalking him, but he owes me an episode actually on here. All right.
He must be in the monthlies for subscribers gained.
Yeah, if you get over 100k.
Yeah, you've got 100k in a month.
But as well, he's smashed it, isn't he?
Yeah, no, his videos
from progress pictures from where he started, and he's got obviously this gym as well as a great platform. A lot of people come here.
Big Stevie Dyer on the camera.
Yeah. He's impressive, very impressive, right? Hopefully he'll be on stage soon as well.
Good legs.
We've got a great selection of like different bodybuilders from this small town of Wisbech, right?
Yeah.
I've said this ages ago, like we've got probably 4 great gyms in the area, but there's different stuff.
Yeah.
We've got a pro boxer here as well, Stevie
and Jordan.
Jordan as well, he's on the wall. Champion, Brendan is going to absolutely smash it in June, I believe.
Someone will do well to beat him.
Yeah.
Someone will do well to beat him. He is looking the bollocks.
He had his pants on today as well.
He had his show pants.
His old on, didn't he? His blue ones today.
When he shreds, he's going to look absolutely fucking mental.
I think it's maturity as well with him, because he done it when he was a bit younger, at Shapers and that. And I think he just got back on board with Ben Moore. He got on board with him.
Ben's a good coach. It was between Ben and Mark for me. Yeah. When I was picking a coach, you swayed me. When you talked about Mark
this way, mate. Yeah,
you swayed me, and I was like, because Ben mostly does online.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I kind of want someone that's a bit more personal. As I don't know
Mark,
that much.
He's very personal. He loves that one-on-one in-person checking, because when you send pictures and stuff, it's all right, but in person,
you can't hide anything.
You can't hide any true colours. But with Ben Moore, he's very much on social as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's strong.
Every video he posted, bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
But with him and Brendan, obviously, they get on like house on fire.
Yeah.
And he's the right guy, obviously.
He's 100%.
He's done it before. He's going to do it. And plus, Ben's young. He's quite younger than, I think he's like, 26?
He's around that age, because I know a few people that mates with him.
I mean, you got David Cass as well. He's a PT.
Oh yeah, I see him in there.
Yeah, he might be competing this year.
He's a big fella as well, isn't he? He's a big fella.
Very big. I went to school with him, mate. He wasn't that big at school.
Nah, that's how it works. If you're a small kid in school, you end up.
But he's done 2 shows.
2 shows.
I'm pretty sure he's done 2 shows. But he possibly, I think he weighs about.
He said 250. I think on his story.
Yeah, that was absolutely insane. But see in person, he looks.
Yeah, no, I think 250 in pictures looks a lot different to in person.
Yeah,
because I
think he's about 6'1" as well, 6'2".
He's about the same height as me.
And he carries it well. But I think the thing is, he probably never wanted to compete before.
Nah.
Before I'll just turn up, do this, that, the other. Ben's come along. You're competing, mate. done it, Brendan. But and same with Mark and me, and like I've gone to Mark a bit like, oh, shall I do it or not? He took me on, and I'm going to compete in September. That's the plan. So it's been a long time coming.
It will come around a lot quicker.
Yes, it fucking will do. Dark
Waters. Because I signed up for mine before I even went with Mark. So I signed up for mine and then was like, right, I'm going to get coached.
So you was already there.
So I think from the first day, I think I've surprised Mark in how far I've come along, because I don't think he really thought that I was going to take it seriously, because obviously I turned up 111 kilo. I was quite a big fella. I've got chubby cheeks. And I'm saying, oh, I'm going to compete in 5-6 months. He's like, you might need a bit longer.
Wait a minute, Terry.
He said, you might need a bit longer, but so far I'm ahead of where I need to be, in his words, not mine. I'd like to be a lot leaner, but the calories aren't being restricted yet.
Yeah.
Just the cardio staying the same, and I'm losing about a kilo.
Well, he gave me 7 days cardio this week.
7 days cardio.
For 7 days, 30 minutes every day.
Yeah.
I stood there and I thought, oh, I've got to do it.
Yeah, you got to do it.
That's what I mean. So it was 5 or 6 and that, because people will obviously have their own opinions on this as well. Obviously, because I'm doing it, I like to call it not enhanced, right? So you enhance or not enhance, or whatever you may call it.
I'm on. Yeah, I'm very open about it.
Yeah,
and I think that's right. With a platform, if you're going to post and you're going to be taking shit, if you lie about it, you are scum of the earth. You're the biggest scum ever.
I've had a few people say, well, you must do this, you must do that. But what people got to realise that I've never been a small lad. I've always lifted heavy.
Been training since you were a kid.
And I've trained since I was 15. So I want to gain some sort of natural sort of thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whether I do it enhanced or whatever, I've got the choice now. I'm 35. I'm not a kid. I've got quite a good experience as well.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do it naturally first and hopefully carry that on. I have got the option of this, that, the other. And obviously being a natural athlete, obviously I haven't got other things to take.
No.
Help me with fat loss. I'll carry it.
It makes it a bit harder.
I've got a lot of respect who does it. People do it enhanced or not enhanced, because you're still turning up.
Yeah.
You're still doing the restrict calories. You're still doing the training. You're not up the pub every night. You're not doing this. You need to better yourself. And that's why I love bodybuilding. That's why I've sort of fell out of love with strongman. I had a few issues, blah blah blah. But I think with bodybuilding, it's always been there. I'm reach since probably 15, but it's never gravitated.
Did you have like the kind of self-doubt almost before starting it, or what was holding you back? Was it that?
I think what it was, not good enough. I'm too big. I won't be able to do it, but I've always had a good mentality about myself. Like, if someone goes to me, you can't do it, I will do it. Yeah. I had a lot of doubters in strongman. Like, anybody has a lot of doubters. Like, doubters normally drive people forward, don't it? Yeah. Unfortunately, you have them in life. You have good people, bad people, whatever. But
you need it.
You need the get up and go factor, and slap on the head, fucking get moving. But like now, I'm a bit. You probably see my recent post about the poser room here. I'm obsessed with it, mate. I wake up thinking about it, go to bed thinking about it. My missus probably thinks, oh, for fuck's sake, another meal.
It'd be worse. I think as a man, you have to have something you're passionate about. Yeah. Really passionate about.
You've got to have
at what point
goal in life. And when my son was born, like, I had obviously, my son was born, obviously it's a great day of my life, I'm going to care for my son. But for myself personally, I had to have I had something to drive forward to. And I always felt, when I did meet Mark, probably before we did meet in my last job at the counter and all this shit.
Yeah.
But when he goes to me, wherever you are, I don't know whether I've told him this or not, but it took me probably about 2 months to actually say, yes, Mark, let's go. Yeah. He waited for me. 2 years on now, I'm sort of in the process of, I didn't want to sort of jump straight into bodybuilding after strongman. I want at least 2 years out of the sport, lose a bit of weight to get my head straight, to get more focused, and I feel like start year hasn't been that great, but I'm now on the train.
100%.
And especially with you competing, Brendan competing as well. I've got a few other mates.
It's everyone around you, isn't it?
If you surround yourself, right? I was on a walk the other day. I was going to post it, but I never did.
No.
I think if you surround yourself with like-minded people, I think you can achieve great things.
100%.
And everyone's got a choice in life, whether you want to go left or right, up, whatever. That's my mentality as well. And you've got to do what others they don't want to do. And I think you're going to do unreal, mate.
I hope so. I really hope so.
I'm excited,
Everything that's in my hands, I'm going to control. There's going to be stuff that's outside of my hands that I can't have any control over, but there's no point in me worrying about that.
Sitting there.
About that when I can just work my ass off.
Yeah.
And hopefully get to where I want to be. It's like man.
I'm going to be there on that show day, mate. And obviously Mark, Lisa will probably be there as well. And a few people from here probably. You know, they like to support their clients as well. It's going to be...
I'm excited for it. I think a lot of the stuff that I do at home, on my rest days, is pretty much... I do what I do in a gym session, sort of time length, but I'd be posing in my kitchen. I'll just pose. Because I want to get that as good as possible.
How big is your kitchen?
Yeah.
Just walk around the kitchen.
I live with my parents, so it is quite big. It is quite big.
Yeah.
There's enough space.
I'll just go in my back garden. I'll do.
Yeah. I don't like the cold. So. Especially when you're.
I've adapted.
when you're losing the body fat, it's the cold just shoots right through.
I've still got a bit of body fat. I've still got a bit of. I'm like hairy gorilla, mate.
Hairy gorilla. I get no body hair.
Every post I post, I'm like, got to get tan. Got to get this hair off, but
easiest way is V.
Yes, it is.
It's fucking amazing. I've done my legs.
What the fuck?
I've done my legs because I wanted to see my legs. I wanted to analyse how they were 12 weeks out, because with hair on, you just can't fucking see it. No, especially my calves. They were just covered. So,
what is your weakest point? Let's talk about obviously.
Used to be my shoulders before coming with Mark.
Yeah.
That's the thing on TikTok comments I'd get flamed on the most.
Really?
I'd get a lot of hate comments on my shoulders because my arms overpowered them, because I had big arms.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
And small delts. But it was because of the layer of fat. Now the layer of fat's gone, that's what I get complimented on the most. Everyone compliments my shoulders. So I'm like, okay, that's good. My arms are okay. They've shrunk a lot since losing the weight. Weakest point. Mark would say my upper chest, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe my upper chest. Or hamstrings. Upper chest or hamstrings.
But you can work on them, can't you?
You can work on them.
Time.
Next building phase, I'm toying with, after this year, taking a year off and just building.
It's probably sensible. I think a lot of people, like my mate David Stubberfield as well, he done a show last year. I think he does men's physique because he's very 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah.
But he's going to take a year out, build some, because build a bit more of a frame on him.
Yeah.
Anyway, in my eyes, do you know what I mean? But obviously compared to other people on stage. Plus, you'll get the judges' feedback as well.
What you're lacking, what I need to work on.
And then that normally sort of bumps you up, thinking, I'll see you next time.
Yeah, 100%. And for me as well, this year's just about competing, but that's not enough long term. I want to go and win. I don't want to be the guy that just gets on stage. I want to be the one that goes there and rips the floor of everyone.
I think you're going to motivate a lot of people with that saying there. Like, you just don't want to be like, oh well, I'm just going to turn up, see where I'm placed. But like you said, you're going to have a lot of strong-minded people behind you as well, including me, obviously, and Mark, and everyone else.
But that is the aim this year, is to win. I wouldn't ever enter anything in my life about
that's the mentality you need.
Drive of winning.
You haven't got the soft approach. No. You want to go in there and rip someone's head off. Well, not literally, but not boxing. We're not in boxing,
but yeah, I want to wipe the floor with everyone. I want to be the best there. Oh, that is, for me, I have to be the best. Get tanned up.
What colour are you going to go for trunk-wise? Like,
I've actually not decided yet. I feel like it's going to be just like a toss of heads as I get close to it. I really don't know what colour to go for.
Yellow.
I've toyed with pink to be funny, but then I don't want that.
No, do not
want pink.
No.
But maybe just plain colours, black or white. Maybe not white actually, in case.
Yeah, you don't want white. No, you don't want white.
Maybe not white,
because they'll be judging on something else.
They'll be judging the brown spots. Nervous farts on stage.
I think I've seen a few people wear white shorts in men's physique.
Yeah.
I think last year one bloke wore them, but I don't know why he was in men's physique, but his legs, mate, was just like that, and the shorts were just like hanging on.
Trying to come off.
He didn't win the show, so
no. But they don't really judge much on the legs.
No, they don't.
No.
Well, I've trained with David many times now, and we've had some crazy leg sessions. And he's hell strong on leg press, mate.
It's one of those things where they don't judge it if it's there, but if it's not there, they will judge you on it. Yeah. If you've not got any legs and you've got little twigs, they're gonna judge you on it. But if you've got enormous legs compared to the bloke next to you who has good legs, you're not gonna get any bonus from that. It's sort of one of those things.
What music, you know? Do you get a routine, don't you? You get on stage with people, don't you? Then obviously you get your own.
I'll go in Lana Del Rey, living legend. I'm going for a nice slow song, and it has like a nice guitar solo at the end.
That is what
I want to be more flowy.
You, I've noticed as well on your especially TikTok,
a lot of Lana.
Yeah, a lot of like slow songs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that your like? Do you feel it better with them videos? What you post?
When I train as well, that's what I'll listen to slower music.
You never come across like that.
No.
I thought you were more of a heavy metal sort of guy.
I do switch it up, but that's more for the soul lifts. But for the actual training,
ones where you go like this.
Yeah,
praise the
I'm
Lord.
praying that I don't injure myself. But the actual lift, it helps me be slower.
Yeah.
So if the music's slow, I'm not pumping them out like that. If I'm listening to rock and I'm benching, I'm going to be. But if I'm listening to nice slow songs, in my head I can remember the 3 seconds.
I know another guy, Justin Kettering. I think he listens to them sort of songs, but he's always screaming.
Is Justin the one with the shoulder up?
Yeah. He's quite a big
fucker
dude.
well.
Yeah. Wears
I like him.
Wears weird clothes.
Whatever he likes.
But he fucking loves it.
I respect it so much.
Yeah, he normally, I don't know whether it's sort of, he gets very emotionally into it.
Yeah.
And he just lets loose, mate, like a loose cannon. He's like a firecracker. But he looks good. He looks good.
He does look good.
You know, each their own. Like with me, I like to come into the gym in a calm state of mind.
Yeah. And then when you hear it's animal mode.
It is to a certain degree. Like when I train on my own,
yeah,
I do feel a bit more connected with the music, and in my own little world. But I do like training with someone as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Especially with Mark as well. I train hard in my own head, but I think when you get trained by your coach, I think it's a different like. Where's this come from?
Yeah. There's that extra 10% that you can't really unlock without someone there. I feel
it's like fucking hell. It's, you know what I mean? It's like level 101, isn't it?
I always feel it as well with Mark. I don't feel it the day of. That it was like in the moment it's hard.
Yeah.
And then on the drive home I don't feel it that much. And then the next day I can't move my chest. I can't move my arms. It's sort of a delayed thing.
Yeah. But it's a lot of like. It's not the. That's another thing about bodybuilding. It's not always about the weight. I've got 100%. A lot of respect for people back in the day, like Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, incline and 5 plates. Right? I know I'm not going to do that.
No, absolutely.
But when you do like 220s aside, you're thinking, I'm the boss, mate. Right? I'm daddy. And then you look at them thinking, no, just a small fish in a big fucking pond.
That's it. I feel like that with a lot of the Americans that are online. Seem to just be putting crazy numbers up. Trend twins especially.
Trend twins.
They're another. I like watching them because they're funny. But they got it's them and Sam Sulek are the two I think that got me.
I think Sam
Sulek could do it. He's a nicer one.
I think he trained with Samson once, didn't he? Samson.
Yeah, he trained with Samson. He's trained with Jay Cutler recently in prep for a show. done some posing with Jay Cutler. It's quite a nice advantage, isn't it?
You could be there one day, mate. You never know.
Hopefully, I'd love to meet Jay. He's my second favourite.
Oh, what favourite bodybuilder?
Yeah.
Mine's got to be. I'm going to go Dorian Yates, right? For me, I think because I've grown up around that madness.
Yeah.
But I like the bigger guys. To be honest, everyone likes Sebum, obviously. You know what I mean. But Riley Coleman,
I like him.
Do you know what I mean? It's just probably. I like Lee Priest.
I love Lee Priest actually as well. Yeah.
All mostly like Arnie, yeah, but he's just a go-to man. It's Arnie, but
I like the ones that haven't won it a little bit more, like Kevin O'Brien. He's one of my all-time favourites.
Mate,
his whole story, what he's overcome.
Yeah.
He should have won it once.
At least once.
At least once.
At least once, really.
But the fact that he used to just take the year off and then start prepping 4 months before the show, he'd be like 200 pounds with body fat on him. And he does like 4 months later, he's on stage and he comes second to Ronnie Coleman.
But that's the switch on you need.
That's the switch on.
Especially when you are a professional on that sort of level. Like, I don't know what sort of stuff they took back then, but
yeah, they're on that crazy shit.
They're great, but I think they didn't give a shit how they trained either, did they?
No.
Fucking hairdryer. I think, like, training as well, like, nowadays, you don't see a lot of people lift heavy, do you? I think it's a bit more of a sensible, controlled, like, mind to muscle sort of thing, I reckon.
That's what Sass and Samson were on about here, wasn't it? They weren't. Sass had some weight on there. Don't get me wrong, but for a guy his size, you can probably lift a lot more. But he's controlling it, he's feeling it. Just so much more important.
I think as well, it's simple.
Yeah,
makes sense.
There's no.
Like, you want a bigger chest, go train chest. You know what I mean? Don't do. I'm not saying I've done it before, but you see people in there do chest for like 50 minutes, don't you? 50 or an hour. But they're doing this, doing that. But I think my training at the minute is probably about 40 minutes average, 45 minutes. A bit of rest time, and then I'll go obviously do posing for 15 minutes, which is fucking hard. Posing.
I don't. It's cardio.
It's a different kettle of fish, mate. Up there, the other day I was just absolutely sweating. After I've done a mad chest session, I was up there going this.
It was hot in there. I was there before you. It was hot in there because I was dripping whilst I was posing. I was literally dripping.
Oh, mate, it's I think the worst one is when you do it legs. You go up there and do like a back shot.
Oh, you try to do the thing with your feet and you're just like wobbling.
Your calf like this. Go home. What else can we touch on today? Right, enhancements. If you want to call, if you want to call it or what?
So before I was with Mark, I just used to take a lot of stuff that I probably shouldn't have been taking at a lot higher doses.
An experiment?
I was experimenting almost.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I was taking, I think, too much tests.
Right, okay.
I was on like 800 milligrams. In that, I stopped in September and I started cruising. But in that time period between January and September, my highest 800 test, 100 Tren, Anavar.
Right, I didn't know this, but
I weren't acknowledged. But then the cruise was 100 test, 50 mast, and I was on that until this week, where I've gone up to now 250 test, 200 mast.
Right, okay.
Clen and leoferoxine. It's T3.
Oh, T3. Oh, what? Is that like a fat burn? No.
Yeah, fat burners. So I'm on fat burners now, and 250 test, 200 mast.
How do you feel on it?
I feel a lot more energy this week than I had in previous weeks, but I didn't feel shit at 100 test.
Right, okay.
So that's where I'm in my head. I'm like, maybe I was overdoing it.
Yeah.
A lot. I was probably on a comp dosage.
Yeah.
I'm just training.
800.
But the mental effects, I didn't get that bad. I got
What side effects did you get then? You reckon?
I had a boiling fire inside me anytime anyone talked back to me, but I was aware that it was because I had these things in my system and I controlled it. Right, whereas some people don't have that stop button.
They reckon if you're like quite calm, and then if you are on,
and you take it, it doesn't
some medicine, whatever. Let's call it medicine, whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
it can sort of make you angry, or if you're an angry person, makes you sad, not sad, but makes you calm. But
yeah,
I don't know, mate.
Yeah, 100%. It's one of those things where if you have the knowledge of I'm angry because I'm on this, not because they've done something wrong.
I'll tell you what, now you speak very well for a young lad. Well, normally
I don't do much speaking. I'm usually a man of very few words.
Yes, you are. But we are speaking now.
We are speaking very, very much. But yeah, if you're sensible with it, yes. There's people I look at around me. My brother's started training with me now, and I want to get him into bodybuilding. But where he's not got the stop switch, I don't want to ever get him on gear because I know that he can't control it as well as I have. Yeah. He's my older brother, but I know he can lose his head a lot quicker than me. He's a lot more short-tempered. So that would be one where I'd tell him never to touch train. Yeah. Because he'd have no control over himself.
I've heard about
it. You can see it around. When people are natural and they're a loose cannon, don't ever put them on fucking steroids.
It's just like makes them 10 times more.
10 times. It makes them more who they are.
So how was like, so the site we was on before now, obviously, are you, I don't know, more conditioned than you reckon? Or a bit more knowledgeable
more knowledgeable and more sensible. I'm getting my bloods done now and stuff like that. To be healthier.
The next question I was going to ask.
Whereas I was raw dogging it for a year.
Yeah. A lot of people, especially past couple of years, I think getting your bloods done is a very important thing if you are using this, that, the other. I think blood can tell you a lot about yourself. I'm not having my blood done, obviously, because I probably will do.
Taking stuff, yeah.
I know, but I probably will do just to see like what's going on.
Before you start, you should probably do a blood test. I think if I could go back and do it all again, that's what I'd do. But
you're in it now.
I experimented, and I know what my body doesn't like, and I know what my body likes.
But now you've done that, you now can pass your knowledge down to other people. Say, look, well, I've done this.
That's what I do.
Do you know what I mean? So you're going to inspire a lot of people
and stop kids from killing themselves.
Yeah, because I think it's so. Yeah, I think me personally, I think social media has a massive part of it.
Yeah, and
like, well, he's taking this, well, I should take it.
Yeah.
I mean, but they're not thinking, well, actually,
what works for me might not work for you.
Yeah, everyone's different. Like, every person's physique's different. It's like different training methods. Like, you know, I like the obviously training method I do now. Do like 4 days a week. I do normally push pull posterior, and then probably legs, whatever it is. Or I might just do push pull, break, push pull. I quite like that. I really do like that. My weak points as well. I might talk about my weak points. I think it's probably my strongest point is my legs. I feel like I've got quite good legs. I think transitioning from strongman to this one or bodybuilding. I always thought I had small arms. I'm pretty good. What I think I struggle with is my lats.
Your lats.
My back is like big old bear, but I find it what we're working on now, with me and Mark are, is making my lats a bit more flary.
Yeah,
it's a lot of like, it's weird to like when I do my front lat, it's there, but it's not there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, my back is like, whoa, yeah, but I'm not using it correctly. So that's what we're working on. Obviously, my back shot, back double bicep's pretty good. Front double bicep is probably the killer shot on stage. Hopefully,
fingers crossed.
Yeah, obviously leg stomp.
My
lower lats as well I am working extremely hard on that.
Your lats.
Every session I have here as well. So they have different equipment to where I normally train. I like to mix it up as well because this gym here has awesome legs machines here, second to none.
Yeah.
The other gym I go to, I like their machines. So you know what I mean, switch it around a little bit. I'll just fucking hell, mate. This can go so fucking quick. Yeah.
It is because I thought, I'm 6 months away, I'm ages away, and now it's three months away. 12 weeks, less than 3 months, 12 weeks.
That will just go like that, man.
That will go like that. I know, because every week it's just like, it's closer, it's closer. And eventually I'm going to be fucking hurting to walk on my feet. That's all that. I'm not at that stage yet, but
what is
your
a little bit. So diet like now then? So day of Terry's eating
in the morning. So Mark's put me on oats, protein powder, oat milk for consistency, and berries.
Yeah, berries.
Is the breakfast, and then my next meal is chicken, rice, green beans, and then I've got lean mince,
5%.
vegetables, 5%, always, vegetables and white potato.
Yeah.
Which is I like that. Fish. And depending if I have gym that night or not, I have a pre-workout meal, which is like
what's your pre-workout meal?
Smaller chicken, smaller amount of rice, and a bit of pineapple. That's what it puts me on pre-workout.
Obviously, you're different, man, but mine's like, I've said to him before this, right? Sourdough crumpets. Right? So I think I've got peanut butter as well and a bit of jam, right? And I said to him, don't take that away from me. Right? Because I like crumpets, right? But for a reason, I never really come across sourdough crumpets, right? I used to be a baker as well. Sourdough is all right, but in crumpets, mate, they're so easy to digest, easy carb, no fat really, and its digestion as well is, with peanut butter and jam, mate.
I'm naughty with that because on my post-workout meal, I take away from my evening meal, so I take the peanut butter out of that, and I'll put because I get a bagel, and it's peanut butter and jam bagel. So I had one before I come work out today because I was hungry. So
which you are going to work out after this.
We are going to work out after this.
We're going to train back.
I love a back day.
What do you start off with first?
Cool downs. Well, I'll warm up my shoulders first.
Yeah.
Always, because I've got a bit crunchy shoulders.
Are you really?
Just if I try and raw dog it with no warm up, I get a bit of a crunch. So if I go like that, I can feel it a little bit. But that's because I done this just before I started with Mark, being a silly Billy and dumbbell bench in the 60s. But that was when I was 111.
That is madness, isn't it?
That was 111. It's not bad. Not bad, but it was for one.
Still one, mate.
Still one. And then I just dropped like a sack of potatoes.
I cannot remember last time I trained extremely heavy. It's weird, I know. It's like, but for me, I think the journey for me at the minute is just like not lightweight, but heavy, but more controlled, more high reps. I quite enjoy it. People go to me, when's the last time you squatted? I don't squat, mate. I leg press, leg extension, hamstring curl.
Yeah, but these ones as well.
I don't really deadlift as much because I'll work on mostly like bent over rows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Benching. I don't really, apart from floor pressing with the bar, I really enjoy that. But dumbbells, I incline now and again. But benching, flat benching, I don't really do it often.
Yeah. No, 100%. I don't flat bench. I haven't flat benched since I started with Mark. So.
It's strange, isn't it?
I tried a new one last week. I think it's called the guillotine press. Is it where you bench down to your neck?
Yeah.
I tried that. Yeah. I like that. I really like that.
It's dodgy, isn't it?
It's dodgy, but I went low weight and I was like, I can really feel that.
Yeah.
It felt nice, and I was like, all right, to try and choke myself. I had a spotter. I had a spotter.
Help me!
And it was on the Smith machine as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't free barbell anymore, really.
Not anymore. I think they've got one in here, haven't they?
What's that?
The incline. No, is that the shoulder press?
No, they do have an incline, in front of the shoulder press.
Oh, they do, don't they? Yeah.
That shoulder press one's probably going to be in the next machine to go, prediction, I think. I don't think I've never seen anyone use it. And that squat machine's got to go somewhere. The new squat machine, I think they're going to take that one out, squat machine in there.
You reckon?
Mm.
That's a bit of a
bold
beast,
prediction.
What's it called again? I can't remember.
But it's a crazy piece of machinery. They have it in all the American gyms, don't they?
Yeah. I think, fucking hell, mate. Honestly, for me, I just love the vertical leg press, mate.
Oh, fuck.
When you just sit there and you're just thinking, right, it's either me or that, and it's got to be you, innit?
Yeah.
And I just love
the animalistic side.
Yeah. The thing is, like, if you're getting crushed by something, you have to just be the Hulk, mate, and just push it up. But yeah,
I'm not a big fan of that one. I'll be real. It's the sitting back makes me cough up hairballs.
Really?
Yeah. Whenever I can never decline bench until I went to the machine where you sat upright. I can't sit upside down.
Weird, isn't it?
It's weird, but I can't sit upside down and lift because all the blood goes to my head and I start wanting to be sick. Yeah. It's really weird.
Yeah, because they've got 3 machines in there, haven't they? They've got
that
one
flat
incline,
one,
incline first, then flat, then decline. But it's like that's weird.
It kind of pushes you up out the seat a little bit.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, isn't it?
No, I do like it though.
How many days do you train a week then? 4 days, 5 days?
5, sometimes 6 if I feel really good. Like I'll throw an extra arm day in where I don't need to. But like
everyone loves an arm day.
I love an arm day. I do just very basic legs, back, chest, shoulders, and the odd arm day. But I don't do too. But I'm usually here for about an hour, sometimes a little bit more afterwards because we sort of sit in there, have a chat.
Yeah,
recuperate.
That's the thing, isn't it? When you love the gym that much, you also love the chat, don't you?
The chat, yeah, 100%.
I think I finished up the other day and I ended up speaking to David, I ended up speaking to someone else. And time you know it, it's like, I meant to do cardio about an hour ago.
Yeah.
Time you get on cardio, you're like, oh,
that's why I do it before I come here.
Well, I treadmill at home, so I've done one today, but
yeah.
Burp then, he's going to hear it on camera.
Yeah, what's it called? The treadmill. I don't think I'd be as good at my cardio if I done it on a treadmill. I've like what they call the reclined bike, the seated ones. I prefer them a lot more.
Really?
I love them. I tried the bikes in here, but
they're more a sprinter bike, and they're more.
They are, and it really fucking hurts your ass.
Tour de France sort of bike, isn't they? Not very padded. He tried the banana. I'll call it the banana.
Oh, treadmill.
Assault bike, innit?
Oh, no. Assault bike. The bike. What, that one?
No, the one just as you
the treadmill.
The treadmill. What goes by itself when you just walk.
Yeah.
I'll call it the banana.
It's nuts.
I don't know what it's called, but
someone
probably correct me in the comments.
I clocked.
And you absolutely
32 on it.
I don't know. I'd have gone a couple of times, but you can't stop, can you?
No, you have to grab.
Yeah, you have to grab and just
hope that you don't face
hope
plant.
You don't, fall off in one of them videos. Yay!
Definitely.
I don't know how long we've been going for now, but I quite enjoyed this.
It has been nice. I'm enjoying it.
Oh, damn. Let me just check. 54 minutes, mate.
54 minutes?
54 minutes. 54 minutes! I've enjoyed it, mate. It feels, honestly, it feels good to be back in the seat.
Chatting a long time coming.
Chatting a long time, mate. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed this. We'll probably, to be honest, I'll probably forgot about the camera half the time. Normally I should be like, well, guys.
It's like a catch up, isn't it? Because we've not seen each other, I think, since yesterday.
Yeah.
But like properly since Samson day.
Yeah.
Probably.
And then probably you with Mark. So
yeah, about a month later.
That was a good day, wasn't it?
I did speak to Mark that day as well, to be fair, and that also helped sway me over.
You know what I mean? Also, if anyone's watching this, obviously, I've said before, we are in Boxcross. You probably see signs. So if you want to come here, I'll leave a link in whatever in the description. I'll leave his links as well.
Come at 11 p.m. You get to meet me.
Yeah. This video will be out in the next couple of days. I hope everyone's enjoyed this. It's been great fun for me to be back in the seat. I would like to thank Terry as well for coming on here. It's been a long time coming.
Hopefully back again soon.
But back again hopefully soon. In a different location, maybe. I've got a few other locations which I can use. And obviously I would like to thank guys at Boxcross as well for letting me everybody just looks thinking, what the fuck are we doing? Anyway, I'd like to thank all the guys at Boxcross as well for letting me, hopefully let me in the, I've just gone in the boxing ring and filmed. So I'll be honest with you now. I was going to do it. But we're not going to ruin it. Anyway, it's quite not busy, but normally it is absolutely rammed in here most days. You've got some great personal trainers here as well, boxing side of it, fitness side, bodybuilding side of it. The staff's great as well. The owners are great. So if you fancy a training session here, follow the link. I'll probably tag them in this post as well. Yeah. I've rambled on not too long now.
Been beautiful.
Anyway, so this is Terry Davis. I hope you've liked this episode. More to come. He competes in May time, and going for the win, mate.
100%, nothing less.
All right, remember, like, share, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 300 subs. So if you could, much appreciated. All right.
Beautiful.
I don't know what we're going to do on this one, but I normally do a funny little pose. So I'm going to do. I don't know what people looking at us now. I'll normally just fucking do.
Put the shirt off.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Look at this one. I'm not going to take the top off because I'm proud as fuck. Right?
I've been on the sunbed today as well.
Hey, really? You're going to do side chest?
Side chest. Oh, it's my wrong side, but I can do it.
Fuck, I was going to choose it. What's I going to do?
That's awkward.
Yeah?
I'd never do this side.
You'll do this side?
No.
Ready? Ready? Yeah. Hopefully we're in the shot. Mate, this is so bouncy.
Oh my God. I've still got like a fucking chest pump from